Okay, this video is going to be an attempt at a demonstration of the install process for the Rockwell Automation Toolkit. I hesitate to make this video because, as I say, your results may vary. They will most definitely vary because what I'm going to show you is results of what procedure I followed. I was given temporary activation by the vendor, Revere Electric, which is where we purchased the toolkits from, and I was given this so that I was able to develop some of the lab materials that I needed to do before the 209 class started. So I'm going to go through this process rather quickly. The actual download and the install is going to take you probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 hours, and it is tedious, and you may come across an error or something where your computer may not be happy with something, but I think if you're diligent with it and go through the procedures, this'll work for you. So I got an email with a download site. Again, the toolkits may refer you to a link. At any rate, you're probably going to need to get a Get Support Now account, and it should give you, or should bring you to a site similar to this, where it's a Rockwell Automation site. It wants you to sign in. And I have already created an account, but if, as it says here below, if you're not registered, you can sign up now. I recommend that you use your Prairie State email address. I don't think it really matters, but I would recommend that you do that. So I'm going to log in here with my credentials and show you what your download site should look similar to. Again, this was just an activation. This is just an activation, and for a temporary site, your results may vary. Here we go. This is what I was wanting to get to. This is where the download can begin. I believe that when we all get the toolkits officially licensed, there will be a large list here of all the software that we can download. The vendor, again, the guy from Revere, just gave me temporary access to RSLogix 500 because I said that's what I was teaching. So your results will be similar to this. You may have to, with the toolkit, you may have to log in with a serial number and a product key, and that'll bring you to this location. But at any rate, if there's a large list, we want to select RSLogix 500 and then click on the download now. Again, that's a rather lengthy process. It will take you probably 45 minutes to download the software, depending upon your setup at home. And in the process, there's a Java update that my computer needed, and also they install a Rockwell Automation install program that manages the install. When you're all done, by default, the software was located on my computer in the users / public subdirectory under public downloads, and the actual download was stored in a subdirectory called RA, and then RSLogix 500 was the install. So this is something that I would have expected to see on probably a DVD. That if it was just the software, that's what we would end up getting. So the as you can see, there's a lot of programs here under the RSLogix 500. Of course, the program itself, RSLogix, and of course it does say DVD here. So we have RSLinks Lite, although the install it says Lite, it's actually the full RSLinks. The Emulate, and then RSLogix English, the English version of the product. The rest of these subdirectories are just things that the software needs. I am here in the root of RSLogix 9.000 RSLogix 500 standard DVD. The program of interest here would be auto run application, this large file here. If you were to get this program in a DVD, you'd plug it into your player, and it would run auto run. So this is the one that you want to double click on, and if you do that, there will be a window pop up for the RSLogix 500 install. There's required steps, there's optional steps, and then there's documentation. If we go to the required steps, you need to install these in this order. Install factory talk components, install RSLogix 500. We don't need to worry about activation instructions at this point. Then you want to install RSLinks Classic Lite. Now it says Classic Lite, and in the release notes it says if you're using Vista, which I'm using, it says you need to use RSLinks Classic. Well, it ends up it's actually Classics, it's not Classic Lite. So that's not an issue, and it should run fine. Software should run fine on Windows 7, on Vista, or you shouldn't have any problem with the software. Then there's an optional step page where we have the option to install the emulator. You want to install the emulator. So there's actually 4 programs that you want to install. Install these in order: Factory Talk Components, RSLogix 500, RSLinks Classic, and then the emulator. Go through each one of those. Likely they will ask for a reboot after each install. Definitely do that. Make sure that the install goes smoothly for you. After that, you can start the programs. I recommend that you start them in the order that I have for in the video and in the literature on how to create, link, and download a program. And then finally, it's going to bug you about getting activations. Again, I have that procedure in a document. You'll have to go to an online site here. I'm sure the links will be in the toolkit. Go to get activations. It says you want to get them for this computer. Of course, you want to get them for your computer, and then you need to select either a network card MAC address or hard drive serial number. I chose to use the hard drive serial number. The way the software works is it actually looks for and the key code for the activation actually looks for a hardware component on your computer, and in this case it's looking for either the hard drive serial number or network card MAC address. If it's not there, then it says, hey, you put this software on somebody else's computer, and I'm not going to let you do this. So we can find the host ID number by opening up a DOS window, a command prompt, and all I have to do is type volume C colon, and it will give me the serial number here. In my case, the serial number is 7466-2DF5. When you put the serial number in, leave the dash out. So I'm going to type in 8 characters, 744 or 7466 2DF5, and that should be sufficient to be my host ID. And then the serial number will be the serial number and product key from your toolkit. That should be in the toolkit with the box that you bought from the bookstore. And after that, you should be good to go. Should be able to run all the software, and it's good for 6 months. You can actually go back to the download site, and there should be additional programs that you could download if you want, and do exploring more of the products that Rockwell has to offer. But I hope this helps. This is also described in one of the documents in the content on how to obtain the software and download. So again, this is tedious, it's time consuming, you have to go through it in order, but hopefully you'll be successful. This concludes this video.